Routine maintenance. That's probably going to be your theme for the week, Geminis, because what I saw was just a tire when I felt the energy behind your cards and a couple other practical objects. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the ultimate practical person, like gets tasks done before they break down, like changes the tire. Maybe when it's getting shitty, they get a new tire. So there's a sense of your week just being like a lot of maintenance. Maybe your car needs maintenance. Maybe there's something in your house that needs maintenance, or there's something that needs just regular maintenance in your life. Let's look at all these other cards down here. We've got the Page of Wands, King of Wands. That's trying to be on top of your shit. You know, it's like trying to be the king, trying to be an adult and not the child, you know, and putting elbow grease into it. We've got the Page of Cups, the Magician, and the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is you might have to actually buy the part. You might have to buy the part to like buy the tire and replace the tire yourself. So you're not fabricating these parts out of nothing. There is a little bit of spending money, like you have to buy the thing to fix the other thing. But Magician, you can do it. You can definitely do it. It's a goal that you can accomplish. So yeah, if you're trying to change there's something wrong with your car and you're trying to fix it, but it's something basic, like you need like an alignment. Well, actually that's a bad example. Let's say you need new spark plugs. You could actually change your own spark plugs. I've done it before. Stuff like that. So there's something about maintenance in your life for this week. Now, the other things that I saw, by the way, as I'm going to shuffle these cards, was a pair of scissors and a hammer. Again, it's like all repair and maintenance type of images that came with the energy for your week. So I'm just getting there's a lot of practical maintenance and repair that either needs to happen or is just a theme for you guys this week. So if you haven't been on top of it, you know, I hope it doesn't break down, but maybe it's time to be on top of these sorts of things this week. The number 3, okay, the chair, the cup, then the hammer. Okay, so there's a hammer coming back again. That's like confirmation, guys. We are talking about fixing something. The hammer stands for repair, maintenance, everything that we've been talking about. The cup in the chair is stuff that you like, that you have, like your car. You know, it's not like something new that you're getting to fix. I guess you wouldn't really have, like you're not buying a new house and it's a fixer-upper, you know? This is something that you have, that you cherish, that you really want to be nice, and that's just something maybe you can do this. There's an opportunity to do that this week. Now, the other thing the 3 could stand for is like a service from a third party. Like, let's say you actually need to go to a mechanic to fix your tire. Well, he would be the number 3. So maybe, you know, this is something that you go to get done. You know, maybe this is a little bit like an errand. So it's a maintenance type of errand. So it could include another person as the person who's like an intermediary, a go-between, the person who actually physically does it, and you're like the person who buys the services. But regardless, we are talking about getting the maintenance and repair done in your life. Let's pull advice and see if we can get more information out of the advice cards, if we can figure out what's going to happen if you don't take care of this. Let's see what we get out of the advice here. Any advice for Gemini regarding this spread for this week? Any advice here for Gemini? Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Again, that's like bachelor energy. It's like being really on top of your own shit. You know, if it's your car, then you are the person who's responsible for it, right? This is the stuff that you're personally responsible for is the 9 of Pentacles. And I think you have been glossing over some things, like maybe your car does need oil. Maybe your car does need a tune-up. Maybe, let me think. Maybe it's been a really long time since somebody has checked your fire detectors, you know, your smoke detectors in your house. Let's see what else here. Because 4 of Swords, you've been kind of resting about it. You've been maybe snoozing. You've been snoozing on this maintenance. The Magician, the advice is it's time to do the maintenance. It's time to do the maintenance. Let's actually keep going. I want to see the next couple cards. The Strength card, that's you not having done the maintenance. That's you holding off. That's you having held off with the 4 of Swords because you didn't want to spend the money, because you didn't want to buy the part, because you didn't want to pay the person to do it. You just didn't want to spend the money, and that's why you've been holding off. But it is now, this week, time to do all those maintenance-related things that you've been holding off on doing. It just is. On the bottom, we've got the High Priestess. You have been ignoring. You've been not ignoring, but you've been impassive, inactive. All right, let's see if we get any advice from the Oracle cards, and then we will close out your reading for this week, Gemini. Anything else here for Gemini? Any other advice? Okay. Well, that card fell out and then reversed itself, which is really interesting. 3 reversed. I'm gonna need more cards. It's a little bit ominous. It's almost like saying there's bad apples. Like if you go, let's say you take your car to a mechanic, well, maybe there are bad mechanics. People are gonna try to rip you off, right? This is saying there are bad apples, so you might have to be a little careful with who you go to, who this third party is, where you get this part or this extra thing that's part of the fixing. Because there's a bad apple somewhere. They're not all great. They're not all the same, you know? And then looking at Uranus and the foot, you have to do it now. The cards are really like telling you gotta fix your car now, you gotta fix your house now, you gotta fix this thing now. I feel like the car is the most likely thing because on the bottom we have Mercury. The most likely thing. Let's see what else here. The crown, Pisces, with the nut. Yeah, it's because you guys, like, there's no symptoms of the problem yet. If there's something wrong with if your car needs maintenance, there's nothing telling you that. There's maybe just a sticker that says, you got your oil changed 6 months ago, but the car isn't making any noise. There's no notice. Pisces is like ambiguity. So, and the crown is you just kind of having the crown, you're thinking everything's great. And it's not because the nut. There is either something, the nut is something developing, a seed, right, growing. There's something growing, and I think it's the problem that's growing. The maintenance that's gonna grow into a problem. That's what the seed is. It's okay, so not to be a downer, but I guess that's your reading, Geminis. Take care of that. I wish you guys the best. I hope it wasn't anything serious, or I hope it doesn't cost you guys a lot of money. With that, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to check out, to follow the channel, subscribe if you like my videos. If you want to support what I do, check out Patreon below and follow those links. See you guys next time.